Hello everyone, my name is Quad and today we're diving into a build for the Dual Viciss, dual swords that are absolute gas monsters. This is the first weapon in Warframe with innate gas damage, which makes it not just unique, but also really powerful. I'll show you how to get it, then show you the basics, break down the build I'm using in both Simulacrum and Live Mission, and explain why this weapon is extremely good. You can grab all the blueprints and parts you need for 35,000 standing from Minerva, but you'll need to be rank 5 with the Hex first, so yeah, it is kind of an endgame weapon for now. Thankfully, the crafting requirements are not that bad, so once you get the blueprints, it shouldn't be a problem to put this thing together. When you build it and get it, as for base stats, you get 1 Madurai polarity, which is already great, base damage is 255 and the main status type is gas, which again is wild and can be very fun. Attack speed of the weapon is average, range is solid, follow through is average, status chance is good, critical chance and critical damage also quite good, making this a solid hybrid weapon. Now here's the unique part. Every time you apply gas to an enemy, you gain movement speed and attack speed, stacking up 5 times, giving you up to 40% movement speed increase and 35% attack speed increase. Buff lasts 10 seconds and refreshes, but if it drops, it is gone until you reapply gas. Reapply gas. That is just weird. Now let's check out how it performs unmodded. Even in this state, you'll see that gas status does some pretty wild things, but don't worry, we're about to make it even insaner. Here's my main build, focused on the Techrot faction, starting with stances. I use crossing snakes, but honestly, you can go with whatever you like. We then also have Primed Fury for faster attack speed, Condition Overload which scales up damage with status effects, Blood Rush to increase our critical chance with combo multiplier, Galvanized Steel which boosts critical chance and critical damage on hit, Weeping Wounds which increases our status chance with combo multiplier, Galvanized Elementalist which gives us more status over time damage, Voltaic Strike which adds electricity and status chance, Magnetic Rush which adds magnetic damage and attack speed, great against the Techrot, and the Tennokai mod which is optional but fantastic for heavy attacks. As you may see, this build focuses on damage over time with gas and electricity damage stacking up and bonus damage versus Techrot thanks to magnetic. This synergy is just nasty. Now let me show you something really fun. I'm equipping only Voltaic Strike and Melee Influence for the thing I want to show you, and Prime Fury so I can just attack a bit quicker. And if I bonk a few enemies... With this setup, status effects spread like wildfire, and because we are using gas, each enemy is taking AoE damage individually and spreading it to others. It basically turns a Dual Viciss into a melee nuke. And now switching back to the full build I showed you earlier, in solo play especially with all the mods equipped, this will carry you through pretty much any mission, including Steel Path, without breaking a sweat. Okay, right now I'm not playing the game, I'm just narrating it, so I am playing Endless Capture in Holovania, the 1999 mission against Techrot. I'm using Mirage with only the Lunar Eclipse, which gives me damage resistance and doesn't give me any damage buffs, so I just wanted to try this normal weapon with a bit more forgiving playstyle, and you can see that everything will melt. I was playing on the Steel Path difficulty and was jumped by 2 of my infested liches right here, and you can see that the damage against them is absolutely amazing. I did not have a full combo multiplier, only 7 times damage increase, which I do not know if it is worrying or impressive, but yeah, I did kill my lich and was lucky enough. I also did kill the Legasite quite easily with the Tennokai heavy attacks. You don't really need them, as I said, but if you're not playing entry-level Steel Path, I think you should get them. Invest in few more forma. My build really requires 3 if you want to invest the Tennokai as well, but as you can see, I just melted the frickin' Legasite. Absolutely destroyed with damage over time, if not just my little slashes and dashes everywhere. And do not worry, I did also remember to make a build that is a bit less good, let's say, and that is this one. It focuses on basically the same principle with the same mods. The only difference are a few less mods that are worse, like far worse. Damage increase and stuff is not affected by status effects, then combo multiplier doesn't affect status chance and critical chance, and so on. So I excluded the good mods, the endgame mods, let's say. And I am happy to say that this build even works well on the entry-level steel path. It does suffer a bit, there is some resistance when trying to kill enemies really quickly, but as you hit them real quick and stack up the damage over time effects, the gas damage deals quite a lot of damage, let's say. I must say I have played with Temple, which is not the best of Warframes when it comes to melee weapons. I also haven't played with any other melee-centered Warframes, only Mirage and Temple to test everything out. Plus I did play with Kume a bit, but yeah, you can see that it does a lot of damage, and by itself, this weapon can carry you through everything in my opinion. Even more if you add some Warframe abilities. If I go back to my main build, I am a person that prefers very fast attack speed on dual swords, because I like the combo, it is very reliable and you will hit things instead of, I don't know, whips for example. You may also transfer a few other mods, for example Blood Rush, which it does increase critical chance a lot, but in my opinion you don't really need it, and the status effects can be changed for other factions. For example, you don't need magnetic damage for Grineer or Skaldra. If I were you, I would change Magnetic Rush for Primed Reach, for example, in this case, even though you don't even need that because of the gas clouds. So maybe Lasting Sting could be a very good contender as well. This will increase the amount of damage you deal over time, since it does increase the duration of all the status effects, gas, electricity, and magnetic / whatever. It is really good. And yes, that is it. What do you think of Dual Viciss? In my opinion, this is a very good weapon, and I will certainly be playing a lot with it, just because it looks really cool. It might even change to my favorite weapon if you ask me. Right now my favorite weapon is Machete Wraith, which is honestly not that good, but yeah, it's just a meme I guess. Anyways though, let me know down in the comments which weapon I should review next, showcase my build because I have a lot of them, maybe even Coda weapons if you want to. Also let me know how you would change the build I have. What do you think of the mods like Magnetic Rush and Voltaic Strike? I know some Warframes like Volt can trigger melee influence without Voltaic Strike, so I'm also interested in that. Which Warframes are you going to play Dual Viciss with? Because there's a lot of Warframes, and to make a cross build across Warframes, weapons, and companions for example, really takes time. You need to have a lot of knowledge. That is it about everything you needed to know about my build with Dual Viciss. If you can, try to give me some criticism how I could improve my videos, because right now this was, by my standards, a low quality video. I don't know if I should keep it like this template let's say, or if I should try to make it a little bit better, and if I should make it better, tell me please in what way, because I want to improve. But anyways, thank you everyone for watching, and please like, comment, share, or maybe even subscribe. And have a nice day. Bye guys!